Hey guys, good Tuesday morning, and thank you for checking out your latest Indiana local video forecast update. This is Kirkins BAM weather meteorologist here recording this video just before 6 a.m. Eastern time here this morning. Hoping you guys having a great start to your day out there so far, and it is going to be a little bit warmer, but just as nice as yesterday. A lot of sunshine, and as we're getting into most of the day tomorrow, it's going to be overall dry as well, with increasing shower and storm chances as we are getting into the evening hours. So without further ado, this is a look at our anticipated high temperatures out there today. As we're going out there today, a little bit warmer out there. I think mid to upper 80s, some 90s down to the south, not out of the question. And then out ahead of the cold front tomorrow, I think we do see fairly widespread lower 90s here. It will be a warm day prior to that precipitation moving in. So let's go ahead and touch on that, guys. And I'm going to move quickly through today because, again, I think it's a mostly sunny day, no concern out there as well. Make sure to check out your weather portal if you're more interested in the exact temperatures and the exact wind and the relative humidity out there as well. As we're going into tomorrow morning, we're going to be dry. In fact, guys, I'm not even going to start the simulated radar here until we're getting into 6 p.m. Eastern. This is 6 p.m. Eastern, and this is 8 p.m. I believe between especially 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, Gary all the way down to Rensselaer, we're starting to see increasing shower and storm activity. By the time that we are getting into 8 to 10 o'clock, that will continue to trek its way east. Add on a couple hours to that, between 10 p.m. to midnight, we see shower and storm activity going on from Terre Haute, Lafayette, Rensselaer, all the way to South Bend, Elkhart as well. A couple of these could be locally strong in nature with some wind and hail out there as well. As we are getting into 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., we are making our way from Fort Wayne, Angola, Muncie, Anderson, Tipton, Indianapolis, Terre Haute, Bloomington, all the way down to Huntingburg and Evansville out here as well. Tack on a couple more hours, and this wave is moving quickly east here. This is 6 a.m., and as we're getting into 8 a.m., I think most of this is on its way out. So this is our current favored in-house model blended solution here. I know it's kind of a tongue twister, but here's where I want to draw on it. This is my interpretation. I would be watching areas northwest of this line could, again, there's some data that is a little bit more locally heavier in the totals here, more like 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a half, could trend a little bit higher. So if in your app you see the data kind of creeping a little bit higher with those totals, do not be shocked. And then I also think that areas in here, because there could be a couple isolated stronger showers and thunderstorms here, we could be between that localized 1/4 inch to 3/4 of an inch, closer to an inch as we get closer to your location to this first red line. So it's something, again, guys, we have plenty of time to fine tune this, but overall the data staying rather consistent versus what I showed you yesterday. Now, where the data gets a little bit inconsistent is the forecast as we're going deeper into Thursday, and I'll be transparent with you guys, the data here, especially the GFS model, which we favored yesterday as the American data, is a little bit more suggestive of some scattered showers and thunderstorms, around 30 to 40% Thursday afternoon and into the evening, along and south of Kokomo to Muncie, Anderson, Indianapolis, all the way down to near the Kentucky border. That's going to be on the table. I think we see that wind down from 5 to 8 p.m. here as well. And then as we're going into Friday I still think is largely a dry day. I think there can be, especially along and south of Bloomington towards the Kentucky-Illinois border, some isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms. But further north, I'm just not sold on that. There's not a lot of energy in the atmosphere forecast at this time. And then the tricky part of this forecast here, guys, is as we're going into Saturday afternoon, you can kind of see the data hint at it. It's not doing a good job here versus even what I showed you yesterday. But an increasing northwest flow cluster is not out of the question on the day on Saturday. That's going to need to be something we fine tune. I don't think Saturday is a completely dry day. I think there can be a pulse in there, so check back often. Sunday, as we transition, there may be a little bit of activity going on into the morning hours, but there's not a lot of upward level energy or vorticity, what I mentioned and showed you guys yesterday, during the actual day. So it may trend a little bit drier during the day. And then I do think that the modeling is trying to see the hint of this again, that it's not seeing as well as what it did yesterday of additional northwest flow cluster risks Sunday night into Monday. So this could, guys, again, the automated data does not handle storm clusters well at all. So if you see the forecast get increasingly more suggestive of potential of precipitation on Saturday and Sunday night into Monday, it's because it's trying now to see this risk here, guys. And I think that it stays a little bit unsettled as we're getting into early next week. This is our in-house, again, our weather portal 7-day for Indianapolis. You can see today and tomorrow, really no precipitation risks. As we're going into Thursday, decent risks here. I think this may even trend up a little bit out here as well. But again, an isolated strong storm not out of the question. Friday, I think the data might be a little bit overdone. We'll need to fine tune that here. I don't think it by any means is it a washout of a day on Friday. Saturday, I think the percentage is good. Low percentage on Sunday, and then we'll need to fine tune it as we're going forward into early next week. You can see that nice little warm up here as we go forward as well. So guys, let us know what questions you have. Otherwise, enjoy this beautiful day out there, and we will keep you updated.